who blinded trying to. You touch us, then we gotta touch all. Families, friends, girlfriends, and all. If you up, you bet not stall, cause we won't be here when you fall.
No threat. You really ain't no threat. Nobody came close and I'm about to go ghost, but you really ain't know yet. Really ain't know yet. You really ain't know yet. Big bad wolf and I'm about to.
Welcome to 2K TV. I'm the 2K MC, here to tell you about the upcoming events in the neighborhood. This weekend, it's time for...
Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. We've got Chris Webber and Greg Anthony with us. And from the sideline, we'll be hearing from David Aldridge. So for the Cavaliers, their last game, a loss to the Wizards. And they were still in that one right up to the end, guys, but lost by a couple of buckets.
Scoring efficiency was an issue in that one. Took them too many shots to get their points.
They had a hard time taking the lid off the basket. Their offense just looked flat.
Here's the starting group for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. Osman outside at 3 with Nance down at the power forward spot. And it's Drummond in at the center position. Greg, obviously, we're early on here. We already have seen some second-year players looking much more improved over their rookie year.
I mean, if you put in the work, you're not guessing as much. And listen, the fact that you've now gone through the season, you've got a better sense of who you are and what you can do out on the floor. I know I cut way back on my turnovers at the start of my second year, and you go into the offseason with specific goals and areas where you want to improve.
You think there's more growth between your first and second year than any other 2 years in your career?
You could make that case, no doubt about it, because you're still thinking you could be one of the all-time greats no matter who you are at that stage, and so you tend to put in a little more emphasis in terms of improvement.
And just an outstanding recognition by Drummond, rolling like a boulder to the rim and getting the ball in the perfect spot.
Now, here's Rozier. The rebound by Nance. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Osman kicks to Garland. From downtown. And it's Osman missing. So Rozier will bring it up for Las Vegas. Passes it to Gordon. Left side, Griffin. Over Drummond. And Griffin scores. The assist by Gordon.
Oh, yeah. That's the right way to play Griffin. Tough, physical defense, but even that isn't enough if you let him get inside.
In Blake Griffin, the combination of power and agility, that guy is a handful inside.
Yeah, Jay, he can finish with either hand. He favors that right block, and he's got an array of moves down there to keep you guessing. They've come out with guns blazing, 4 for 5 from the field. They've got the D reeling.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. I was able to talk with J.B. Bickerstaff for a minute. We talked about Blake Griffin and how now, later in his career, he presents even more challenges as an assignment. Coach said when he was young, Blake would just destroy you on the inside. Nowadays, though, he's more likely to kill you from 3. He can't fall victim to that. So they'll be looking to get a hand in his face when he shoots from the outside. Guys?
All right, David, thanks.
Now, the aggression that Griffin plays with, I mean, that's what sets him apart, whether he's attacking the basket or getting after it on the offensive glass like he does right here.
Now, here's Sexton. Pass to Garland.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Porter, no luck. And there's a whistle. That goes on Terry Rozier. That's his first foul. So for Las Vegas, Howard's checked in for Griffin. Kevin Love comes in for Porter. And Fournier subbed in for Derrick Rose. And Cleveland also making a change. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Jetty Osman.
And superb at just finding avenues to the bucket. When Sexton goes strong inside, he is hard to stop.
Fires from deep. Fournier's shot is off.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And it's blocked.
I love Rozier putting that much effort into his D. Let's see more of the same every possession.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. They get Andre Iguodala.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Las Vegas shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one. So for Las Vegas, Otto Porter Jr. comes in for Aaron Gordon, and it's Malik Beasley in for Terry Rozier. Cleveland also making some changes. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Drummond. Kevin Porter comes in for Sexton, and it's Dante Exum in for Garland. Now here's Iguodala. And it's sent back by Howard.
Howard, one of the most feared rim protectors in the league.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And Dwight Howard, you know, not the same 35-minute a game player he once was, but I tell you what, when he's on the floor, he can still be every bit as effective.
Yeah, Howard can bully teams that go small against him. I mean, he provides a big body to deal with other strong centers. I mean, he also gives the team some great flexibility with how they match up.
Now, here's Exum, following the miss by Kevin Love. And the jam by Andre Iguodala.
But still possessing that trademark athleticism. Whenever the veteran Iguodala throws it down, it energizes his teammates.
Outside Fournier. The pass to Howard. Over Ibaka. Howard misses. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Here's Porter. A putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And looking at Nance, not a big-time scorer in the half-court set, so the best way to get him involved offensively is to get him out in space.
There's Porter with the 3. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Nance has got his 5th rebound in this one.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game. You got to love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
And first time out of the game called for Las Vegas. Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I tell you, Kevin, John's got a heart of gold. And anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having.
Ladies and gentlemen, the dance team. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, team dancers. Cavaliers leading. The Cavaliers shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
Oh, he turns it up. And though Iguodala has become a long-range shooting threat, he still managed to struggle from the line.
Now, here's Porter. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Fournier for 3. The rebound by Ibaka. Ibaka's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Porter outside. The shot off that time, and it's Las Vegas the other way. Outside Fournier. It's Beasley on the wing. He's covered by Iguodala. Here's Love. Howard trying to free himself up. Iguodala against Porter. And that's a foul called on Malik Beasley. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. And this is his 2nd trip to the line tonight.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
Offensive struggles continue, missing again. Here's Porter. He can't get that one to fall. Nice D from Fournier.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
4 on 3 as they bring it up. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. And he uses the glass on the layup. Nance has got 6.
His offensive skill set is off the charts. He has more than a few ways to punish.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Howard kicks to Porter. Over Porter. Las Vegas again missing.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We've got more in store for you right after this. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And what do you guys think about the Cavaliers so far in this one?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
No question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
On the floor for Cleveland, getting going here in the second. Osman outside at 3 with Nance down at the power forward spot. Exum is out there with Porter. And it's Ibaka in at center. And a wide open look for Porter. A three-pointer off the mark.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
On its way from Rose for 2. And the wing jumper offline. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for Cleveland. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. On up the court. Rose passes to Love. Some nice passing by Las Vegas here. Rose with the ball. The rebound by Nance. Nance has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done.
Yeah, and Derrick Rose, Kevin, with a new beginning after knee injuries derailed his career. He said, look, if load management had been around back then, he might still be a Chicago Bull.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint. And Derrick Rose, the youngest ever MVP in 2011, and it was the subsequent year that he sustained that first knee injury.
And if you think back, he was playing over 40 minutes a night on a regular basis, and their team had 2-hour practices, tough ones, on off days. And so how can you keep up that type of demand on your body? Teams now tend to be more cautious with the burden they put on players.
To the left side wing. And Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's number 2 on him already. A third foul before the half, and he may be grabbing some pine.
Pass to Osman.
It's encouraging to see Griffin work hard on defense and want to make a difference and throw his man off.
Here's Rozier. Las Vegas with a new shot clock. Gordon kicks to Rozier. A 3-ball. Sinks the triple. Rozier's got 6.
Oh, beautiful looking 3-ball from Rozier, really expanding his range.
Now here's pulls it from the elbow. Another shot. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
The Cavaliers shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. Free throw no good for Drummond.
And at last season's trade deadline, Andre Drummond traded away basically for a second-round pick. A shockingly low return for a guy who was once considered a franchise player.
Now here's Garland. Rozier defending. And there's a whistle. That goes on Terry Rozier. That's foul number 2 for him. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. At the elbow, it's Ibaka. Back to Sexton. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Timeout.
He's got 6. And Greg, why is it that the Pistons got so little in exchange for Drummond?
Well, I think he was an impending free agent. I think Detroit looking to rebuild. Also, it says something about the center position in today's game.
Las Vegas calls timeout.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Some bad shot selection as well as some bad luck. I mean, that's not going to help you score points.
Now, here's Rozier. 6 points for him. Good work defensively by Ibaka.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Knocks it loose. The kick out to Rose. Three-pointer. Shot's good. Griffin making the play. Griffin's got 3 assists tonight.
But this is what you get from Griffin. Very willing to give it up to his open teammates.
Now, here's Garland. Rozier defending. Now, Garland. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Over Gordon. It's rebounded by Las Vegas. Porter's got his 4th rebound in this one. Rose attacking, and he hits it to tie the game up.
Oh, he's got it rolling this quarter, taking it on himself to guide their offense.
And the Cavaliers call time here. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Here's what Las Vegas has got going right now. Howard's checked in for Griffin. Otto Porter Jr. comes in for Michael Porter. And it's Beasley in for Derrick Rose. A switch here also for Cleveland. Iguodala's checked in.
And that's up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
And so here's Cleveland.
He was hoping to avoid a 3rd foul before the break. Now, he might have to sit out until halftime.
Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Boy, that's a tough one. You got to like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are 3 guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with the King. And those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I can watch him play basketball every day. To do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts. Now, here's Garland. And Drummond is right there.
An elite offensive rebounder. Drummond judges shots, trajectories, and angles so well. I mean, just great hustle.
Rozier, the pass to Howard. Some nice passing by Las Vegas here. Porter finds Howard. 6 to shoot. Fires from the wing. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Drummond's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Passes to Garland. Lobbed up there for Drummond. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And Porter, here we go. Beasley for 3, and another 3 for Las Vegas.
And playing with a lot of fire now. They had a tough start in that first quarter. Didn't shoot it well, but didn't let that discourage them. And now they're showing what they can do offensively.
Now here's Iguodala. 5 points in the game. The shot by Sexton, no good. Now Las Vegas moving it up. Howard can't hit.
Yeah, showing some strength in the paint there. Tough rebound.
Iguodala deciding where to go with it. Pass to Drummond. Over Gordon, and it's blocked by Gordon.
No, I wouldn't test Gordon. With that vertical and length, please try someone else.
Look, they say there are no easy finishes in the NBA, but that should be easy.
The open look here for Sexton. That one falls, coming off Iguodala's feed. Sexton's got 8 points. And here's Rozier. He brings it up for Las Vegas. He dishes it to Beasley. Here's Porter. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
This isn't like him, and he knows it. The best thing they could do is try to get him more easy looks.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Now the pass to Gordon. Porter, bounce pass. Ibaka against Gordon. Ibaka with some nice D. Sexton for three. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And the first half comes to a close in a tie game. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome back from the first half. Been a dandy so far. A dandy. You like that word, Kenny?
You know
it's
what?
a dandy.
My third grade teacher used to say that all the time.
That you're a dandy.
So this is a dandy of a class.
It is. And this is a dandy of a show. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet, Shaquille O'Neal.
So what's a dandelion?
Well, basically, that's what the class was.
A really cool one. Checking out Las Vegas. Kenny, what's your viewpoint?
Well, first and foremost, you got to take care of the basketball. And that means playing with care, making good decisions, and not...
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks
Goodbye,
for joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the court right now for Las Vegas, we've got Derrick Rose. Griffin is out there with Aaron Gordon. Then there's Terry Rozier. And it's Porter. And at the three, the small forward. Rozier for three. Larry Nance comes up with the rebound. The Cavaliers leading. The wide open look here for Garland. Oh, he misses the dunk. Gordon the pass to Porter. Griffin kicks to Rose. No good. Shot missing. Nice D from Sexton.
But this is not the start they wanted coming out of the break. 0 for 3 so far, and they're not playing with much intensity.
Back to Drummond. Plays it up and banks it in. Now it's a 4-point Cleveland lead.
Oh, this is why they get Drummond the ball there, because he's skilled at finishing.
Griffin against Drummond. Griffin goes in. Good D by Drummond.
I don't know what they drew up at halftime, but it ain't working. 0 for 4 to start.
And then slams it in. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 10 rebounds.
And I'll tell you, Nance can score. He rebounds it, has the versatility to switch 1 through 5, does a lot for this team.
So for Las Vegas, Love check in for Gordon. And Evan Fournier subbed in for Rozier. And then for Cleveland, Porter's checked in for Colin Sexton. And it's Exum in for Garland. Left side Rose. This one for three. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
Ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
On the wing, Porter. They grabbed their own miss.
What a rebound!
It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Back to Fournier. Over Porter. And with that shot, the Cleveland lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Fournier.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin. Griffin's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. The Cavaliers leading by 4. And for years now, GA, Kevin Love, one of the better outside shooting big men in the game. He can really light it up.
I tell you, when Love gets it going, he is hard to slow down. Great on the catch and shoot. Hard to believe it wasn't a large part of his game until he was established in the NBA.
And there's the whistle, 3-second violation. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Rose surveying the D. Pass to Porter. Fires the 3. Drains the 3-pointer. And now just a 1-point Cavalier lead.
Well, Rose will generate points in any situation. Here he does it by feeding a wide-open man.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. I could think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. Fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
The shot's good from Nance.
His energy level has never dropped in his game. I mean, he's working his tail off. And the D is struggling to keep up.
Fournier finds Rose. Griffin trying to get open. Count it. And the Cavalier lead has been cut back down to just 1 with the basket from Derrick Rose.
Look at the muscles of Rose right there. I mean, that's just an outstanding job. Accepting the physicality and pummeling his way through.
And the foul on Derrick Rose. That is his first foul of the game. Porter's checked in for Las Vegas. And then for Cleveland, Baca comes in for Andre Drummond. And it's Iguodala in for Jetty Osman. Here's Exum. Good, nice job down low. Exum's got his second bucket. And it's Rose with the ball for Las Vegas. Porter kicks to Rose. And the foul on Larry Nance Jr. That's his first foul. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Las Vegas. Malik Beasley comes in for Derrick Rose. Fournier for 3. That's in there. Love with the assist. Fournier's got it all tied up now for Las Vegas. Fournier's gone 2 for 4 so far here tonight. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Sexton, he's checked in for Exum. Howard, the pass to Love. For the lead, and the layup is up and in. And Las Vegas leads by 2.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Sexton, the pass to Ibaka. Back to Sexton. Got a piece of it. Fournier against Iguodala. Fournier's shot is off.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backcourt.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe. For Cleveland, they have missed a few free throws up to this point, shooting 4-7 from the foul line tonight. So for Las Vegas, Aaron Gordon comes in for Kevin Love. And it's Rozier in for Evan Fournier. Garland, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. That's a 2 from Rozier. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
Nothing that D can do. Rozier is sometimes capable of making contested shots due to his level of focus.
Sexton with it. And it's Gordon picking him up. Ibaka, no luck. And here's Las Vegas. They're on a 16-7 run. And Beasley, here we go.
And the ability to go vertical, I mean, Iguodala's a sneaky shot.
Porter, no luck.
And he'll be happy with there in front. But he knows better than anyone else that he's still without a bucket, and he won't be happy with that.
Guys, what a back-and-forth game this has been.
And that's already resulted in 7 lead changes.
Rozier kicks to Howard, over Ibaka, and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Howard's got his first bucket of the night. The Cavaliers trailing. Outside, Sexton. Trying to get open as Ibaka. The shot by Sexton, no good. They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
And guys, shot A comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operator.
And Sexton slams it in.
and using the quickness to his advantage there. Sexton getting some momentum behind him so he can put that one down.
It's Porter outside. Goes back up. Doesn't go for it. Nance with some nice D. Here's Iguodala, and he drops it in from the low post. And it's a 3-point Cavalier lead.
Oh, the rugged physicality Iguodala brings to the game is special. What a performer this guy is.
Back right after this. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. The Cavaliers leading by 3. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. Hands out there with Ibaka. And it's Iguodala in at the 3 spot. And he's able to get it back. That one good for 2. Rozier with the ball. He kicks it to Gordon. Porter against Iguodala. Porter passes to Howard. Over Ibaka. Gordon trying to break loose. No good from Howard. And so here's Cleveland. It's a 5-point game. Here's Iguodala. Passes it to Nance. Ball's knocked loose. Fast break. Here we go. Here's Fournier. The kick out to Rozier. Fires the 3. Las Vegas again missing.
It's only a matter of time until this 3-point shot comes back to him. I mean, he knocked down 2 threes before halftime. Nothing so far here in the second.
Shots good by Ibaka.
Yeah, high percentage look there for Ibaka. He can be automatic in there when given room.
Howard. And he lays it straight in.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
And the Cavaliers call time here.
Their goal was to limit their turnovers, and they've wasted way too many possessions with giveaways.
So for Las Vegas, Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Howard. Michael Porter comes in for Otto Porter Jr., and Derrick Rose is subbed in for Terry Rozier. Andre Drummond's checked in for Cleveland. Osman comes in for Andre Iguodala. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on J.B. Bickerstaff's huddle. He said, this is where mistakes can kill us. This is where mistakes can turn this thing completely around. Protect the basketball and make the simple play. In other words, guys, no hero ball right now.
Garland, the pass to Drummond. And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That's his first foul. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Drummond. That one doesn't drop. Great D that time from Griffin. Pass to Gordon to tie it up. And he lays it up and in. Gordon's got the game tied up here for Las Vegas.
Not one to shy away from contact. It's all part of the toughness that Gordon brings to the table.
Now, here's Garland, who's covered by Rose. Sexton against Fournier. Here's Drummond. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Cavaliers lead by 2.
And you can see the second chance points now starting to be a major factor.
There's Porter with the 3. Buries it from 3-point range.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Outside, Sexton. And there's the pass to Garland. 5 on the clock. Lets it go from 14. And then slams it in.
And scoring the ball extremely well. I don't think the defense is getting up into Nance enough. Got to turn up the burners a little more.
Rose dishes to Porter. Some nice passing by Las Vegas here. And stolen by Fournier. Here's Rose. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Rose has got 5 points now this quarter.
This is the game you hope Rose has every night, shooting with tremendous confidence.
And so here's Cleveland. Here's Osman. Lays it up off the glass.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
Yeah, you just want to keep fighting, you do your best, and you live with the results.
Las Vegas calls timeout.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Bad shot selection, as well as some bad luck. I mean, that's not going to help you score points.
And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Larry Nance.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
And that one's good. Drummond.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
The kick out to Porter. There's the three. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist.
Yeah, D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Drummond passes to Garland. Osman, and he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with the score this tight?
Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. Timeout called the Cavaliers.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
Now, that's what coaches are paid to do, right? I mean, curious to see what they go with here.
Here's Osman. And that one is hammered home.
Step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, come on, guys. Someone has to rotate over. Defensively, that's just poor communication.
Here's Rozier. It's good.
Oh, wow. Rozier playing with real heart. I mean, what he can do to build momentum.
Here's Sexton. Count the baskets and the foul. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon.
Big shot for Sexton, showing us he loves the spotlight. Seems energized performing here under the bright lights. Oh, and he caps that off in style. He gets the finish with the harm. Huge possession there to extend the lead.
Now, here's Rozier. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Such a ruthless competitor. Rozier excels at attracting contact. He's going up with the service.
So he gets them both.
Wrong guy to put on the line in the close game. You know he's not going to miss.
To the middle. And there's Garland. That's good on the assist by Sexton. Sexton's got 3 assists now in this one. Las Vegas trails by 5. And here is Rozier. Bangs home the trifecta. Rozier's got 7 now in this quarter.
Yes! Love to see Rozier take charge. Man, this nigga's serious.
Sexton with it. And Rose picks him up defensively. Man's trying to break loose. Ibaka, no luck. And here's Rozier, who brings it up to Las Vegas. It drops. He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
You just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch.
They get it back. Back to Sexton. Griffin with the steal. Oh, here we go with Griffin. Nobody back there. Rozier for 3. Laces one from 3.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Well, when he's hitting from range on a consistent basis, it makes everything easier offensively.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. They're trailing by 3. 29 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside, Sexton. There's the dish to Ibaka. Gets the bucket and the foul. It's going to be on Blake Griffin.
And this is where Ibaka's steely demeanor serves him well. No hesitation under pressure. And if they go on to win this, they can look back at that free throw as the pivotal moment.
17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Rozier kicks to Rose. Back to Rozier. Outside, Porter. For the win. It's good!
Just refusing to back down when the spotlight's brightest. Porter outstanding at taking over here in the clutch.
So it's a narrow victory for Las Vegas, pulling it out for the W. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's gonna happen. How is this thing gonna play out?
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for being with us. So long and good night, everyone.